It's Moddy Monday. I'm Moddy, and today's video is for my buddy Cameron, who recently got a puppet who looks kind of like this. Cameron named her puppet Haley, and I bet you've been having a ton of fun bringing Haley to life. Am I right, Cameron? Yeah? Well, today I wanted to give you just a few simple tips and tricks to help you improve as a puppeteer. First thing we gotta do, we gotta wash our hands. Make sure you dry your hands thoroughly too. You don't want the inside of your puppet getting damp. Most puppets are made from foam, so just imagine this wet sponge.
Ew!
Oh, yeah. So we don't want that to happen with our puppets. So make sure you keep them clean, make sure you keep them dry, keep your hands clean, don't eat some wings and then just go right on in there, you know. Also, while we're talking about our hands, be sure to trim your fingernails. Sharp, jagged nails can tear inside your puppet, and if you have a hangnail or something, it gets caught in there, that could be really painful. So make sure you're trimming your nails, keeping those clean, and that'll help with a lot. So I'm gonna grab Florange now that we're ready. He's gonna be my volunteer for today. And Florange is actually a practice puppet. He was built by Brooklyn Puppet Conspiracy, and then I'll link that down below in the description in case you wanted to get your own practice puppet. And he fits really, really nicely. Now, don't freak out. I'm gonna show you Florange's brain. Yeah, I just pulled that out of his head. So this piece of foam here fits right on top of my hand like that, and it really makes it really snug and secure, but it's still pretty comfortable.
Cozy.
So the first thing we're gonna focus on is focus. Let me put his brain back inside there. What? Eye focus. It's gonna make your puppet a lot more believable. If people feel like your puppet is looking at them, it's gonna hold their attention a lot more than if your puppet's looking away somewhere else or if he's just kind of flopping around, right? So to practice this, there's a very simple exercise, and for this you're gonna need a piece of paper and something to write with. Now I've got some paper and I've got a writing utensil. Now this is just a random piece of paper, right? It can be a receipt or it can be just anything. You don't need a whole sheet of paper. And you're gonna fold it until it's about maybe as thick as your finger. All right, maybe like that. Now this one's a little bit scribbled on. Like I said, it's just a random piece of paper. You're gonna fold it so that it looks like the letter U. So fold one side up, fold the other side up, just like that. Now these might be a little bit long. We're gonna put some eyeballs or just some circles on there. Just like that. Nothing fancy. We're gonna stick our finger right in the middle. If you gotta adjust your letter U a little bit, you know what? Those are really long. Let's trim them down a little. Okay. Fold that letter U a little closer for me. Stick your middle finger in there. Oh, there he is. And there you have a little puppet with eyeballs. Hello. Now what I want you to do this week, all week long, is to use this little paper puppet that we just made and practice having the eyes of the puppet right up there where your knuckles are, okay? What I notice happens a lot is that beginner puppeteers will think that the eyes are kind of in the front, right? They're focused, they're pointing kind of that way. Notice how our fingers curve downward. So then when you're pointing and you think that they're curved downward, you're gonna lift it up and you're gonna automatically make your puppet looking somewhere else, right? So we wanna get used to having those eyes up on top of our knuckles like this. And if you think about, you know, like Florange and how he's built, the knuckles do end up sitting right around that part as well, okay? So before you pick up your puppet, before you try anything, have this on for at least like a full hour altogether. So during the week, maybe 15 minutes here, 5 minutes there, but just practice having those eyes sitting on top of your knuckles, just like that. All right, make sure that they're looking right at you. Try and get some expression out of your puppet, even if it's just a plain, simple paper puppet, okay? Because a lot of times, it doesn't really matter how good your puppet looks if you don't know how to work it, huh? Okay, so that's your homework for this week. Let me know if this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's something else that you'd like me to cover in the next videos. Next week, I will have another video up for you with another tip and some more steps on how to improve your puppetry. All right, buddies, see you then.